The latest Women in the Workplace report by McKinsey shows us that women are switching jobs and leaving jobs at rates like we've never seen before. At many companies, they're facing headwinds that signal it's harder to progress. Microaggressions are more common in women than in men. Being the victims of experiencing microaggressions. Also, being mistaken for someone more junior, being talked over, is more common. We are seeing that women are doing more in the DEI space and in the employee wellbeing space, but as a result, they're being spread too thin, and we're seeing an increase in burnout in our women too. For many years, I've worked in this space of empowering women in the workplace. But there's a flip side to that coin. There is another side to that coin that has to happen in terms of our equity, diversity and inclusion progress. And that is our allies. This is something that the last decade and more has shown us we can't do alone. Activating allies is such an important part of us delivering on our EDI strategies. An ally is often defined as someone that is not from a marginalised group and yet walks alongside, shows support for others in that group. Allies take action in order to support those that don't have the same privilege that they do. And I think, particularly here in Aotearoa, the work that we've done in the EDI space to date has meant that there's a lot of allies out there, but many are a little unsure how to step into that space, either worried they don't belong in that space, or they might say or do the wrong thing, so they do nothing, or they're just unaware of what to do or what an ally looks like or what an ally should be. And so I think education is the key part here. But also we want our majority groups to feel comfortable. There is an element of being able to talk about their experience as well, to acknowledge as opposed to cancel the experiences that have gone before, in a way that we're all in this together and we're all part of the EDI journey. My passion is all about leveling the playing field, but sometimes I think there's a scarcity around how much of the pie I might have to give up if other people are now going to get a piece of it. So I think tackling some of this scarcity mindset, these insecurities, these fears, is a natural part of our allyship program, as well as then helping our allies step into this space to increase awareness and understanding of how to be a good ally, why it makes a difference, the impact it has, and why it's good for the world. Because without allies, the work that we're doing in the EDI space falls on the very shoulders of the people it's there to support. And that can lead to overwhelm, it can lead to us feeling like the lone voice. There are many examples I've come across in the work that I do. If you are the only rainbow community, if you are the only person from a rainbow community in your team and you end up being the one leading all the rainbow initiatives, or the only Māori person in the team and you're the one that everybody refers to and defers to when they need support in that space as to what to do, what to say, how does this work, it can be a heavy load to bear. And that is why allyship is so important. EDI is not a job just for minority groups, although that is who it impacts. It's a job for everyone. And yet how we bring people on board and how we get people to buy into this is all around how we activate our allies. So it's a program I've launched this year and one that I'm really excited to share because I feel like it makes the difference. It completes the set. I have spent a long time in this space and my passion particularly around gender equity. And yet the dial isn't really shifting. I think it's important that we start approaching this from a holistic perspective, and activating our allies is going to be a major part of that. So whether it's a lunch and learn talk you need for your organisation, a workshop for your leadership team, or the Activating Allyship program that I'm running for organisations, get in touch to discuss what that looks like, how we can customise it for your organisation and help you further your EDI journey.